Hi, my name is Michaela Polk, and the presentation I'm going to be presenting to you today is how technology changed medical records. I am currently a junior this year at Berea State College and am majoring in business administration and management. I am going to be talking about my hometown hospital's medical records transformation. Originally, I am from Tecumseh, Nebraska, and still currently live here. With being such a small town, we knew everyone usually at the hospital by name. The doctors even used to make house calls if necessary and was an emergency. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be talking about medical records improving at my hometown hospital. I will be talking about the transformation of paper records to electronic records, and why paper records was such an issue, and changing to electronic was their solution. Also, I will be giving a short message why electronic records need to be safe and secure. A little summary about our Johnson County Hospital is located in Tecumseh, Nebraska, and they provide service to the entire county and other surrounding towns. It is the main hospital around this area. Small town hospitals offer the benefit of personal attention, and they are more someone's neighbor and not just a number. The Johnson County Hospital provides 18 beds and rooms, and they provide a variety of different services. Some of the services that they provide are general hospital stays, outpatient clinics, swing bed care, surgeries, emergency services, and more. Because electronic medical records did not exist, a system had to be created and put to use. I can remember as a kid, and some others can probably relate as well, medical records all used to be on paper. Healthcare facilities had large volumes of information of each patient and each person's files, which could sometimes be very overwhelming. With all this being said, it clearly led to multiple issues. When you think about it, that was a lot of papers and files to keep track and a hold of. It took up a lot of storage and space. It was very difficult to keep organized, and the record keeping was more time consuming and frustrating. And when doctors or physicians wrote notes on records, it could sometimes be very difficult to read. With all of this mentioned, of course technology solved their solution. It kept everything organized and up to date. The solution was building an electronic medical record system and converting all existing records. The technology helped pull files up quicker and easier. This also allowed other hospitals and clinics to access the patient's records from remote locations where all their files were at. The electronic records compile all the patient's information from their very first visit to their last checkup. There was some technology that could have been helped before it caused more of a problem. I did some research, and on Careers Information Security website, I found that hacker attacks are happening more and more as we speak. When different facilities have been developing a more effective security system for their electronic files, hacker attacks are still a big problem. They are getting into patients' medical records and stealing their identity. Different facilities have avoided these cyber attacks in the past. However, they need to understand that they have to keep up to date with improved security. They say the bigger hospitals is facing the problem the most. But just because the Johnson County Hospital and other small towns hospitals does not mean that they could be overlooked by these hackers. The hackers investigate on the ones that are the most up to date. With hackers, it causes serious problems. Some of the problems that they face are identity theft, insurance, prescription, fraud, and blackmail. with other patients' identity. Concluding my presentation, I would like to thank everyone for listening and watching my presentation. I also would like to thank the hospital staff and retired staff that shared their insight and experience for my project. A couple of people that I'd really like to thank is my uncle Fred Polk and family friend Sarah Williamson. Fred Polk was a staff member at the Johnson County Hospital, and he was one of the staff members that actually created this system, the electronic system. And family friend Sarah Williamson, I currently work with her at Ramsey Family Fountain, and she was a chief nurse, and she was one of the people that actually told me to do this topic, and I really thought of it a lot. And so, as you can tell, technology has very much so helped the Johnson County Hospital solve one of their main issues. The solution they resolved is so beneficial and a lot easier to handle. It saves time, it's more accessible to the health department, and is also more organized and easier to read. But even in a small town facilities, they need to make sure their private medical information is secure and remains confidential. Thank you.